All right, I'm on the line with Kevin, and we are going to play the Escape to the Sun because it's totally boring as hell to just play the tournament by yourself. So I'm on the phone with Kevin, and we're going to do pretty much what we did the other day when we were practicing. And we're just going to go out, and hopefully today I can hit perfect every time into the cup. That's the goal. Now, Kevin shot a 15 and a 13 in the opener, and I shot a 12 and a 15. So what we want is a 15 on each side, and we will go home with gold trophies. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah, I would think so.
I mean, I think if you shoot a 30, you're going to win.
Yeah.
I don't know about the brackets that you were in, but my bracket, I ended up in second with a 27, and the person in front of me had a 27, but they shot a 15 qualifier, and I shot a 14. But
Yeah,
when we got into
by two.
you were ahead by 2 with a 28.
Yeah, and then my other one, I think I finished with 25, and I was like third or something.
Yeah, and there was no 26s, but there was a whole bunch of 25s. And I think, and so coming into this bracket, there should have been about 10 or 11 of us at 27, and of that 10 or 11, there was 128. So I think if you shoot a 28, a 14 aside, or if you can get the 15 per side and shoot the 30, you're in the catbird seat. All right, hole number 1. Let me look at it. I don't care which way the wind's blowing. Well, which way is the wind blowing?
It's headwind.
Of course it's headwind. Well, I'm taking the same shot no matter what. I'm going for the green. The deal is I've only been putting on like 4.5 topspin, but if we've got a headwind, I'm going to put on like 5.5 topspin.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Taking a Zerk and my APOC. And what I'm really looking for is the APOC Rapier into hold. I'm ready. Oh, hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Let me clear some chests here, just so I don't have to worry about that while we're going. And get one started. See if I have a club card trading. I may have a club card trading available. Now I thought about, they've got those precision balls that are out right now. They're basically kingmakers with precision 5 or 4, right?
Yeah.
And there's a couple holes on here where we're using power 3 balls. We're using kingmakers. Well, they're not quite kingmakers because I don't think they have.
No, I think it's 2 spin or something.
Yeah, I think it's only 2 spin.
Like that.
They're like those World Cup balls that I was talking about the other day that are 3-2-3s. All right, now I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Come on, man. We didn't get matched up. I got FL Wolverine. FL Wolverine. Should pull up my calculator.
Spinning.
All right. Man, that's a big 4.5, 5 and maybe 5 3/4. I want to be 4.5 rings. That 4.5 rings out. And I probably should adjust for the wind as I was getting ready to fire it off. Hitting it perfect. And see how bad that headwind kills this forward distance. Yeah, if you haven't taken the shot yet with the headwind that we're getting, I'd put max topspin on that APOC. I'm still in a good spot, but I'm in the perfect zone with my rough iron. Are you out there?
No, this guy's was dicking around the whole time. I don't know why it took so long.
Well, with the Berserker, I had about a 5-mile-an-hour wind on that headwind, and I did put on 5.5 topspin. And if I would have had max topspin, I might have eked my way out of the rough and be in the fairway. I might still be in the rough, but I would put it all on.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do worry about a weight adjustment.
All right, got to hit it perfect.
Oh, yes, right through. Just like that.
And I hit it one ring great to the right. Arrgh. I might have missed on a perfect. I might not have adjusted that wind right. I was right on the left-hand edge of the cup. And I might have needed to be just a little off from that distance. Maybe like a quarter of the width of the total cup. Are you out there now?
Yeah, I got right in front of the green.
Did you put all the topspin on?
Extra mile, no, I think it was like...
Oh, you used your extra mile. I used an APOC on it. I got that APOC on. Want to try it out?
I took some side spin out. I was using one bar, and then I was like, I just put like a little click on it because of the way the wind was blowing. And yeah, it was perfect.
Perfect. I hit the shot perfect.
It totally missed everything and only hit the fairway the whole way down. Bounced straight over the little finger, in between the bunker, right up there. It worked out well.
Well, I started the week out, because I used the APOC all week. I started the week out where I had, the way I'm setting it up is out there at your red line on the right-hand side, that rough. I had my white ring entirely in the rough. And really a perfect might make it through, but a great to the left was like straight down the middle. And then a great to the right might bounce off the sand and skip over. And then I moved it out a little bit so that the perfect would be in the middle. And I kind of liked it better the way the week started off, because I actually like being in the sand. If I'm going to be in trouble up there by the green, I actually like being in that sand. That Spitfire's topspin, you can run it out and shit. You might be able to set it offset it and hit it great on one side and perfect, and it'd still go in. Rat bastards. All right, these par threes, these two par threes, I have no idea. I'm giving myself a good look at it, but I am like way the fuck off. I know on this one my notes say I'm going to be using a Grizzly with a 1 power ball.
Are you sure?
I'm using a Sniper with a 1 power ball. I started the week off, I had 2 sets of notes. If you want to use a Grizzly, you can bring out a 3 power ball. But I didn't like, if I had headwind, I couldn't move off the headwind.
Yeah, it's pretty much straight right to left.
So that would be the reverse, is with the Sniper you can work out some wind, but if you're getting due tailwind and you can't work all the wind out in your Sniper, you could up your ball to a 3 power ball and hit it with a max Grizzly.
Yeah.
navigator. And yeah, because there's very little spin on it. It's like 4.5 backspin and just a little bit of spin. All right. And 20%. I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, I'm giving you, that was like maybe a 4-second. I got smoky right away. The first time I gave about a 6-second delay. I think I need to start going like maybe a second after you, or right pretty close to the same time.
Something like that.
We'll see. We'll see if we can get matched up. We tried this in our opening round and we didn't get matched up once. We've done this before and we've gotten matched up maybe half the time. We're just having a little bit of difficulty. One of my viewers put on that we should VPN and Dunner's VPN to the same hub that I'm hooked up to, which is the Seattle hub.
Yeah, I'm in Seattle.
My opponent is close. All right, 20% wind adjustment, 4.5 backspin. I think there's a little bit of side spin. 4.4, 5.28 rings. Hey, why won't you move? I can't grab a hold of my... It's not letting me do it, man.
Oh, jeez, no damn shot.
Hitting it perfect.
I still miss one.
I have no confidence at all in that wind adjustment. Just a bit outside, and that was an overpull, and it felt like I had overpulled. I couldn't get close enough. I think I could have got closer to my rings if I'd have spun it around and came at it from the other side, and instead of pulling the wind out, pushed the wind out, but I think I would have been able to get a clearer view of my rings. I was trying to use the new half ring in there to judge the 0.28. It was a 5.28 wind adjustment, and I think I did like a 5.4. That's
yeah,
the.
true.
And what are you doing on hole number 2?
Same thing.
Are you,
Minimum sniper with power line ball.
yeah, but you're doing minimum sniper, so you're doing it at 1.1 or 1.3 per ring with a 20% wind adjustment.
Yeah.
And I did a 1 per ring with a 20% wind adjustment. So if in that scenario,
I wasn't close, so I hit great and it actually still went left. Great right, that is.
and I hit it,
That sucked.
mine ended up great. I ended up over pulling it just a little. But let's see what the difference would have been. So if I would have did a minimum club, at max club, it was a 1 point. I did a 20% wind adjustment. It's 1.2 times a 4.4 wind equals 5.28 miles per hour. So if I did a 1 for 1 mile per hour per ring, I would have moved at 5.28, which is what I was trying to do. And I feel like when I go back and watch the video, I feel like I over moved it. But if I would have divided by 1.3 per ring, I would have only moved at 4 instead of 5.28. That's a huge difference.
Yeah, that's close to what mine was.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge difference. I mean, I know that in one-on-one play, I don't dick around with where I'm at. I always play at 1 per ring on this hole. And the other one. But it seemed like one of those holes, like you were playing, oh, that was the par 4. All right. I'm gonna keep playing it that way. I think I'll go back and watch that video. I think I overpulled that. All right, hole number 3. Hole number 3. All right, I don't think that I've got the Albie on this hole this week, and I love this hole. This is a super Albie hole. I am taking a... This hole right here is where one of those new balls would come in handy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, on the second shot.
Yeah, because you don't need any spin and stuff. The spin's not what's important there. 3, 4, 2, 3. 4 precision. Hold on.
Yep.
All right, we're back. I was gonna buy some of those, but I couldn't. I couldn't get into my. I couldn't do it. I tried. Okay, whenever. Let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, I went like maybe a second after you. Chico is not Dunner.
No. I gotta keep getting people who are online. Oh, there, you're online again. That's the 4th time you've been online. Oh, again, 5th time. 6th. He just keeps going away and coming back.
And let's take a Kingmaker.
Oh, can't even get in the opponent.
I want to be about 2 rings out. I'm going to do like a 20%, so that's like a 4. I'm going to do a little shy of 3 rings. 3 rings would be 4, 5. And then I'm going to lean a little bit to the right just to bring it back to the fairway. And the other thing about leaning like that is if I hit a grate to the left, it'll clear it. And if I hit a grate to the right, it'll still clear it. So it gives me a little more room. If I tried to just have my ball guide going straight through like that, then it wouldn't, and I just tried to hit it perfectly straight. If I hit it to the left or the right, it could end me up in trouble. Trying to use the curl to put me in the perfect spot. All right, we got to kill our shot here. I got to get my calculator out. I got to get my game face on. Okay, it's a 10%, 1.1 times whatever the wind is. 1 per ring with my grizzly. Now, I think I was taking this. I think if I'm in the spot, I'm with my sniper, and it's at -5 at 1 per ring. And I am in my sniper, so it's 0.95 times 3.9 equals divided by 1.1. It's 3.4 rings. .4 rings. There's 3, 4. You hit this perfect. Ah, god damn it. If you're gonna hit it great one way or the other, to the left was better, and it was actually right over the hole. I should have put on a little less backspin. And there is a spot down there at the bottom where it gives you a better look at your ball guide. That was a little bit of piss poor shot setup. No practice today. If I can get through if I can get through the first side, maybe if I can pick up one on the front and give myself a shot on the back, maybe I'll wake up. Need coffee. How come you didn't bring any coffee, dude?
I don't drink coffee.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Might be easier to start with what isn't wrong with me.
It's a shorter list.
Yes.
All right. All right. That is not the Albie we're looking for, but maybe I'll have my game on a little bit better on the back. All right, this hole right here, though, we have to pick up. I mean, this is an abso-freaking-lutely have to pick this up. There's just no two ways about it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I hit a perfect and it doesn't go in the hole, I'm gonna be. Those are the heartbreakers. Eagle.
Just burn the edge.
It's a draw. All right. I'm not even going to go look at this hole. I already know. It's a grizzly and a navigator. Now, let's look at my ball selection. I think I did have... I'm going to select a nav. I need a 1 power low end ball. And it seemed like I had some, but I only had one. I may save that for the back. I think that's the only power 1 ball that I have, other than a, those are power 2s. Yep, that's it. Everything else is a power 2, and I'm not sure where that puts me as far as red line, or where that puts me as far as club distance, and it'll change that shot, and I don't want to take any chances with it. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to go get a hole-in-one. Are you ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on. No. Larry.
Mad Mike. And that was, I mean, you're getting people, because before when we were waiting like 6 seconds, that was working. It seemed like we were getting enough lag that it was working. 4.0, 4.4 rings, 4 backspin. Rings. There's 4-4. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. That's what I'm talking about right there. Shit, even a blind squirrel can find a nut.
Perfect.
Did you hit it perfect?
Get up there. Oh, yeah. Dead nuts.
In the hole?
Oh, yeah.
All right, double eagle. We're keeping up. That's the low hanging fruit right there. That and 1, and you got 1, right? So you're 1 up. Is that correct? You already got hole number 1.
Yeah, I got number 1.
So you're up by 2 right now.
I'm on pace for 14. Yeah, on the front.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you can pick up 1 more and really set yourself up for the back. I have a ton of work to do.
Oh, this would be a good wing for your hook shot, probably. I'm just going to keep going to the right.
I'm going to do the hook shot. I like the distance up there if you can make it over. I mean, this could totally ruin my round. Because your options are, you very seldom, like, you can epic fail there, but you can epic fail in the drink.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be praying that you get the eagle. Let's look at this hole. Which way's the wind blowing?
Kind of pretty much
Okay.
tailwind.
I haven't had that. We haven't had this wind this week. And anytime I've had tailwind on that, I've left the wind. I've taken the wind completely out.
Yeah. Looks like a bit. When you got the T, it's probably a bit right and left too.
That'll be a little bit hard of a wind to adjust out because of that rock.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking my number 5 bag and a kingmaker. And this is a hole that if you practice at the beginning of the week, that low wind ball might work, or the precision ball that's being out there right now might work. All right.
Ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
I went at the same time you did, or like a half a second after. And I'm just spinning. And you're
Me too,
spinning.
back out.
Are you spinning?
Yeah, I backed out.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
I waited about a full second. And I got sheet tight. Sheet ache. Pretty, like, right away. All right. Got it all on there. Uh-oh. I hit the rocks and bounced out of the rocks and went across the fairway and hit the other rocks and ended up in the rough. Probably mid nirvana. Almost an epic fail. It carried it too far. I took out 4 or 5. I should have took out, shit, that was a 20% wind adjustment. I think you can just make it over right there with a club that had big curl. Probably wouldn't need to use a big power ball. If you shot down into this area right here, you might just be able to bridge the gap. Big topper. Could probably use a lower wind ball or a lower power ball. My opponent's hitting out to the area that you're hitting out to. And they made an effort to try and get out like dead center middle. I think they're in the same spot that you're trying to get to. I am at mid club. I'm going to count it at 4 per ring.
Perfect shot. Come on.
And I'm doing a 10% here, so I'm going to do 2, 6, and it's 4 per ring. So there's 2. 6. Oh, 2 ranks great to the right. And my opponent being an ass napkin. I just never can figure out the people that emoji spam you while you're playing. Like, what the hell's the deal? And like, you play real golf, you know as well as I do that if you were playing real golf and you were 3 holes away and you were making a big ruckus, people will come over and tell you to shut the fuck up. And if they don't tell you to come shut the fuck up, they will get the course marshal, and the course marshal will come over and inform you that you need to be quiet or there's the way to get the hell off the course.
Yeah.
But because we're playing a video game, people can be ass napkins.
It's funny that I went on a golf trip this summer. We were up near Guelph. It's a really nice golf course. Anyway, they had a rule where you can only go on the fairway and off the fairway at certain points. There was just a marker stick or whatever. Well, so we go tee off, and me and my partner, we just both, not really sprayed it, but we missed right, and we were in the rough, and we were like 5 feet from the cart path. So we just drive up the cart path, and then buddy comes up, and he's like, "Hey, I told you guys you have to go in the stake back there." And we're like, "Yeah, but our ball's right here, so we're just gonna hit the ball and then get in the cart and go." Well, no, you got to go in the thing, and it's like, are we really getting in shit for staying on the golf path here? Like, what's going on? Because it was just like, why would we drive all the way out there, grab our shit, and walk all the way up next to the path to hit the ball, walk back down again? It was just like, pull up next to the ball, hit it. Okay, we'll just stay on the cart path the whole hole. Does that? Doesn't seem like such a bad thing to me. It just was funny, the first hole of the trip. And we getting crap for staying on the golf cart path.
That is funny. What's up, baby? Hole 6.
It's a pretty interesting win for the second.
What is hole number 6? It is a par.
Par 5.
A par 5. I need to write it down.
Yeah, I kind of bounce over the bunker. And then, if you want, you can try a rough bump. But you need.
I'm trying the rough bump at plus 15%, and it's sniper at max club, and I'm using a. You can use an extra mile and whatever will net you the most distance. So you can use an extra mile or an APOC. And I think in this case, well, if we have to bounce over, if I'm using a 3-power ball, the big toppers actually would probably net me the most distance.
Yeah.
But it's less accurate. I've been playing it with my Apocalypse because it's a little more accurate. I'm playing this week with my Apocalypse, so I'm gonna stick with my APOC and a Kingmaker. I am ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
And I'm getting people right. I'm getting people right away. And you got somebody already too, right?
Yeah, I got Old Indian. That's his name.
Maybe there's just a lot of people on the West Coast playing.
Oh, jeez. Come on,
It's 1.5 per ring, and I'm going to do about
Does not look good.
a 10% overpull. I'm not going to put the wind back in, and I'm going to lean just a little to the right. Not a lot. Hitting it perfect. Now, great to the left kills, or great to the right kills you there because you can get the same distance, but you tail off and just bleed off into the rough. You can recover from down there, but that's not a good place to be. All right, I'm going to get my trusty dusty calculator out here because I'm doing a 15%er. Have you taken your drive?
Yeah, I clipped the rough. I rolled out, but I don't think I can do the rough bump. I think I'm too far away now.
Yeah, but you still got a good shot with your sniper there with running out the top spin and bouncing over that deal.
Yeah. Right at the minimum.
That's exactly what I was talking about right there. Okay, it's 3.8, 4.37 rings. Okay, 4.37. There's 4.25. There's 4.3. There's 4.37. Oh, God damn it. My timing is so shit today. And these shots are not going to do well if I don't hit them perfect. And I think that was so damn close that might have clipped it on the other side. Without wind, if the wind is similar to that on the back, I'm not sure what it's going to be, but if it's similar to that, I may only want to rethink that. If it was perfect on the other side, I wouldn't have pulled it quite enough. Close, but no cigar. I did put myself in the perfect.
I want to do that one.
I have put myself in the perfect spot. I mean, other than hole number 1 where I ended up in the rough, but you're going for it in one. But that's the whole thing, is putting yourself in the perfect spot on every hole.
Okay, this one. I made this one yesterday. Or the other day.
Are you already done with that hole?
No, I'm just waiting for Buddy to finish. I'm just trying to think ahead.
Oh, sure.
This last part.
Oh, sure. Like read ahead in the book. I gotcha. Rat bastard. Where are we? What hole are we on? We're on hole number 7.
It's the one that...
Okay, we gotta... Now, here's the deal. On this hole, I've been playing... Like, which way's the wind blowing?
Kind of left to right.
So, I mean, if you think about, like, when you take...
Where you're going.
When you take that rough bump, you've been doing it at minimum club with a plus 10%. But when you take that rough bump, you're now going to have a pure tailwind. And you're going to have to deal with that sand.
Yep. And if it looks like shit, I can just bounce it over.
I'm going to go back to the shot. Now, I made the eagle on this, taking your shot the other day, but I liked the way that the wind was blowing. I think I'm going to take the shot that I've been taking with a power 5 ball and try and put the ball right in front of the green so that I have a short, like mid-chip. And if not, I have a really short rough iron. All right, that's what I'm doing.
Ready?
Hold on. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
I got on at the same time as you. Come on, man. Come on.
No, I got Fred.
I didn't get anybody yet. Keith. All right, Keith. Here we go. And that wind is going to push me out And I didn't need to use all of the top spin. I'm going to use like 4.5. And that wind's going to push me out by my blue ring. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I can catch the fairway and make it around the bend, but stop before I bleed off into the rough. And I'm going to bleed off into the rough and the sand right off the green. So that was 4.5 top spin. If I'd put on maybe 3.5, even from where I'm at in the rough, I'm probably quarter club. What size APOC do you have in your account?
4.
And it's got like 72 curl?
Sure.
With a power 5 ball, I think you could still make that shot, but you only need to put on like 2 top spin. And it puts you in, that'll put you in short iron range, straight up to the cup with a due headwind. Well, in this case, it'll be a side wind. And my opponent's doing the max overpower hook rough bump, and that is actually a pretty good, even though it looks pretty close to the cup, it's hard to get around on this side. Okay, I'm in my Spitfire, and I'm going to run it. Let's see if I can run out any of my, and the distance that I'm at from the cup.
See how bad I fucked up.
Okay, all I'm going to do is hit that perfect.
Boom.
Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. Oh! And I didn't quite take out enough wind. At that angle that it was going at. Oh, that's a heartbreaker right there when you hit it perfect into the cup on those and you miss. Oh, that kills me. That killed. Oh, that's a bummer right there. You picked it up?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. You're on a -15 track now. Hell yes. You need to pick up 2 more, and then you can just... If you pick up 2 more, you can just shoot the back. Just minimum score. Shit. What a deal. Killer.
There's still 2 holes to go on this front 9.
To be honest with you, I really don't like my chances on this par 3, and I am not doing that rough bump you're doing. And this par 5, I do feel like we got a good chance on it.
Yeah, as well, you don't fucking drive up like I have been.
Hitting it perfect. In the hole. My opponent made it. Nice shot. Nice shot. Crowd goes wild. That is a bummer that I did not get that to go in. Oh. All right, hole number 8. What is hole number 8? All right, this par 3. And I'm doing a sniper nav, 1 per ring, 25 plus 25 is where I'm at. 4.5 to 5 backspin. What are you doing on hole number 8?
I was still going to try and rough bump it.
Oh, you're doing the rough bump. And what kind of an adjustment are you doing on the rough bump?
All the left spin, and then I don't know, top spin until it
Touches it?
was a bit short of the cup, and even a little bit to the right.
What ball are you
And
using?
like 40% minimum. Middle of club.
And are you using like a quasar?
Katana.
Katana, so you can get the side spin.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Hole number 8.
Yeah.
Skater dude. Hole number 8, 25%. I'm going to do the wind first. Because I'm going to go first. Come on. I go first. 4.9. 6.12 rings. Ah. That explains it. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Why am my red line stuff all bad? I had a berserker on. 6.12 rings. There's 5, 6.
All right, let's see.
1, 2.
Oh.
Hitting it perfect. Come on. Get close. Over pulled it. Over pulled it. Big time. Now there's 2 ways to solve that. I was hitting it at max club at 1 per ring, but I can change that to 1.3 per ring. Or I can change my win percentage and do a 1 for 1. That's a 30% wind adjustment off a minimum. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Yeah, that's not in the hole. I was like 3 yards away.
I think I didn't pull enough. I liked where it landed, but still missed to the left if you're looking at it from the tee.
I missed it on the right hand side. Not sure if I over pulled it there. I'm in minimum club, but I did a max number and I added on 25%. So if I went to minimum, I mean, I did like a 55% adjustment off a minimum.
Yeah, plus 30 at minimum with the katana ball is it's like 1 to 1, plus 1, plus 0.1.
Is that what you're doing?
So like the wind was 3.7, so it was a 3.8 adjustment. So whatever it is, if it's 30% at minimum, works out on the app anyway as that formula. So it's 1 to 1, and then you add plus 0.1 to whatever your add plus 0.1 to whatever the wind is, and that's what your adjustment is going to be.
All right, I'm ready.
That probably changes depending on what ball you're using too, though.
I was using a navigator.
Okay, fucking hole 9, and I don't like that wind either. What, Nirvana?
I want to take my second shot from the shade.
I'm gonna, make a quick swap, just in case sakes. Spitfire.
Are you swapping out bags?
Just, my sand. Make sure I have Spitfire in there.
I got you. Oh, you don't use the Spitfire day to day?
I don't.
That's because you hit perfect every time. So you hardly ever find yourself out in the fairway bunker.
Well, we'll see what happens in this hole now.
This drive definitely takes a perfect. You ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we got on about the same time. Beth Pro. Paradise Pros. Damn it. So to help myself out on the drive here, because this is a super dangerous drive, I'm using a rock, so it's 100% accurate. And I've got a Kingmaker, so it gives me lots of topspin, good power. The only time you run into a problem with the rock is if you have a headwind, because you got to set it up a little bit back. And you may want to bring out a club that's got a little more distance at that point, like an APOC. If you've got one that's got better accuracy than your extra mile. This is a dangerous drive with an extra mile, because if you hit it great to the left or the right, you're in deep shit.
Yeah.
Even with a rock, you can give yourself a little bit of wiggle room, but even with a rock, if you hit it great to the left or the right, you could potentially be in big trouble.
Yay. I'm safe.
My opponent is almost... They're in the perfect spot. If you can make it to that shade. I mean, if you can make it to the shade, you're... I saw Dale Appleby hit this the other day, and I think he went through the shade. And he was like, wow, I think that might be the best shot I've ever hit on this hole. And I was thinking to myself, well, shit, that's probably the best, looks like better than anything I've ever hit on this hole. I'm going to do a 10%, so I'm going to do a 2-4. And I'm going to lean against the left-hand nubs. Hitting it perfect. I want the ball to be drifting to the right, to the left as it comes through there. And that right there is perfection. Perfect. I actually got through the freaking shadow. I saw Dale do it the other day, and I thought, well, hell, I can do that.
I'm like right in the trunk, shadow of the trunk. It's popping. Almost don't even spin it.
And this wind is, this hole, it seems like sometimes you do that 10% and it's like dead on, but like sometimes you do the 10% and then it's like, wow, you, on one side you underpulled it and the other side you overpulled it. 2.5, 2.75 rings.
Oh my god. I did not give myself a chance.
Okay, it's 2.75 rings. There's 2. There's 2.5. There's 2.75. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Come on. Give me the graphic. Get in. Just did not pull it enough. I should have pulled it like 12 and a half, or like I should have made the plus 10 plus like 0.2.
I hit way great right. Didn't even give myself a look. But whatever. 15 is there.
I had a couple close ones. I had a couple, and I had that one sand miss was the killer. That would have gave me a -14 round, and that's That's still pick upable on the back. But only having picked up the one, I got my work cut. Shit, I'm going to have to do the same thing I did last week. I'm going to have to storm up in the back to kick your ass. Like, I'm down. We got big money on this. All right, so I ended
Well, that's really what happens for me.
Yeah, so we're at the clubhouse, and we're going to have a couple drinks with the ladies and chill out and talk bullshit. And Dunner's going to flash his scorecard around and see if he can get some action. And we'll see how much I owe him, and we'll set our bets for the back nine. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the back.